The manner that activists now are being killed. Just the other day, I was reading the news that
Balikan lang natin yan, ha? In a manner that activists are being killed. O, ayan, ha? Malinaw yun. Legit na legit. Balikan natin, ha? Ayan, o.
in the manner that activists now are being killed. Just the other day, I was reading the news that during this administration, there has been about 60% increase in murder cases, and that tells a lot in the culture that is being cultivated
Sakit sa
amongst
ulo
us
nito.
now.
Ibig sabihin, ang nagpapatibay pa ng ganyan, yung paglala ng kriminalidad sa bansa ay dahil sa ating Pangulo. Parang ganun pa yung sinasabi niya. Ang sa ulo marinig, no, mga utol. Pero gusto ko malaman ang inyong komento. Pa-comment na lang, tuloy na natin.
Mga karunungan, kaalaman, teorya, kasaysayan, hiwaga at mga bagong tuklas. Alamin natin, alamin natin.
Itong susunod nating matutunghayan, mga utol, ay isang dating interview kay dating Vice President Leni Robredo kung saan tinanong siya doon sa mga aligasyon tungkol kay President Duterte. At malalaman natin kung paano niya sinagot ang mga iyon na medyo sa akin, medyo off yung sagot niya talaga. Mga utol, to the point na parang ang dating ay sinisiraan niya si dating Presidenteng Rodrigo Duterte. At kung napanood yung nilabas kong video kung saan ay parang nire-rebuttal siya o binibira siya o pinatatamaan siya ni Miss Andrea na CEO ng PAGCOR that time, eto po yung dahilan nun. Okay mga utol, painggan na natin itong interview na to kay Miss Leni Robredo.
Shown their dissent. For one, if I remember right, the president encouraged attacks on the Catholic Church. He has encouraged the burning of lumad schools. In fact, there was also one time that he told the soldiers and the police to shoot female activists in their genitalia.
Ito pala ay mula sa Pinas Reality TV, mga utol. Subscribe nyo yan. Paki-like na rin yung video. Okay, salamat sa Pinas Reality TV. At ang interview na ito isang international interview ito na ginawa ng isang German news company. Okay mga utol, ito ay mga 3 to 4 years back. Pinas Reality TV.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I'll go straight into my question first. There have been continued reports of violence and a state of lawlessness in the Philippines. There's news of environmental activists, human rights defenders, and of course the drug-related killings. To what extent has Mr. Duterte's violent rhetoric contributed to this culture of violence?
I would like to believe that the president's words and actions have had a great impact on, the mindset that dissent from these environmental advocates, human rights advocates, are not welcome. We are very much aware that in many of the president's speeches, there have been threats of violence to many sectors of society who have shown their dissent. For one, if I remember right, the president encouraged attacks on the Catholic Church. He has encouraged the burning of lumad schools. In fact, there was also one time that he told the soldiers and the police to shoot female activists in their genitalia.
Anong masasabi nyo dyan mga utol, no? Para sa akin, no? Para sa akin, dahil bilang Vice President ng isang bansa, tapos ang pinag-uusapan ay yung presidente ninyo, para sa akin itong mga bagay na ito ay hindi na dinidiscuss sa ibang bansa. Para saan yun? Unang-una, magiging kasiraan ito ng bansa natin dahil lang magiging initial reaction dito na makakarinig na hindi naman taga rito ng mga foreigners, parang ang gulo pala dyan sa bansa nyo. Dahil mismong Vice President ang nagsasabi na ganun yung presidente ninyo. Na binabaliwala ang human rights. Inuutusan ng mga kapulisan na birahin yung mga bumabati ko sa kanya, di ba? Ang pangit ng dating yan, mga utol. Ano sa palagay ninyo? Gusto ko malaman ang inyong mga komento, paki-comment na lang at gusto ko na lang pakinggan ng tuloy-tuloy at syempre kayo na bahalang humusga. Kung talaga bang ang dating sinisiraan o totoo ba lahat ng itong pinapahayag ni Miss Leni Robredo? Kung narinig nyo yung sinabi ni Miss Andrea sa kanya, wag nyo pong paniniwalaan si Leni Robredo. Sabi yon ni Miss Andrea na CEO ng PAGCOR. Okay, tuloy na natin.
The men around him, the spokesperson, for example, are always quick to defend that these threats are mere words and the president didn't mean to pursue them. But he's the president. His power and his authority really makes a great impact on the rhetoric that this is the kind of environment that we are encouraging. The culture of impunity around us. It would seem like the president is the one encouraging such a culture. Secondly, he has shown a very big aversion to dissent. There have been many instances that when individuals or organizations have been very vocal of their opposition to some of the president's policies, the reaction is really unexpected. Just for instance, just lately, the countries who have signified their support on the investigation of human rights abuses in the Philippines are being blocked to provide us with loans and with grants. And the message is that number one, that dissent is not welcome. That number two, there is no, the accountability of officials are not important. So when this is the message that you give, especially to implementers of the law, this is very dangerous. And I think this has contributed so much.
Na ko hindi ko alam kung sasabihin ko eh. alam niyo yung mga utol, yung mga ginagawa talaga. Pero normal naman to nangyayari sa atin for so long, no? Sa usapin ng politika. Okay, alam natin na hindi magkatandem o magkaibang partido itong si Miss Leni at si ex-President Rodrigo Duterte. So pero para kung ang iniisip ninyo parehas, President and Vice President, para sa kabutihan ng bayan, hindi kayo magtatalo siguro, no? Magbabanggaan. Ngayon, ang labas, pinalalabas nito ni Miss Leni Robredo na mali yung mga polisiya at mga pinagsasasabi ni President Rodrigo Duterte that time. At kung inyong natatandaan, gusto nga pakialaman ng ICC yung pagdinig sa mga kasong ibinabato kay President Rodrigo Duterte, yung extrajudicial killings at yung mga anong tinatawag doon, yung mga paglabag daw sa human rights, di umano. Okay mga utol, na hanggang ngayon naman ay hindi nila napapatunayan at yun nga, sabi nga ni President Bongbong Marcos, dito haharapin dahil meron naman tayong korte dito. Nangyayari lamang yung pagdinig ng pakikialam ng ibang bansa sa pagdinig ng kaso ng isang bansa kapag hindi na gumagana yung justice system sa isang bansa, sa nasabing bansa. Pero since na gumagana pa ang ating judicial system, bakit kailangan? Yun sabi ni President Bongbong Marcos, di ba? Pero itong mga sinasabi ni Miss Leni, narinig na rin natin yan during campaign, mga utol, at hanggang ngayon. Palagay ko, di ba mga utol, hindi pa tumitigil sa kung ano-anong mga batikos. Ano bang maaabot nila dyan? Yun naman tanong ko, anong maaabot dyan? Gusto nyo bang sabihin o iparating na mas sila yung magiging mabuting pinuno ng bayan o sila yung mas karapat-dapat? Para malaman namin na kayo yung karapat-dapat, ipakita ninyo pero hindi sa ganitong paraan. Tumulong kayo sa bayan na makita ng taong bayan na kayo'y may malasakit. Tama mga utol? Tuloy na natin.
In the manner that activists now are being killed. Just the other day, I was reading the news that...
Balikan lang natin yun, ha? In a manner that activists are being killed. O, ayan, ha? Malinaw yun. Legit na legit. Balikan natin, ha? Ayan, o.
In the manner that activists now are being killed. Just the other day, I was reading the news that during this administration, there has been about 60% increase in murder cases. And that tells a lot in the culture that is being cultivated amongst us now.
Ibig sabihin, ang nagpapatibay pa ng ganyan, yung paglala ng kriminalidad sa bansa ay dahil sa ating Pangulo. Parang ganun pa yung sinasabi niya. ang sa ulo marinig, no, mga utol. Pero gusto ko malaman ang inyong komento. Pa-comment na lang, tuloy na natin.
So do you think it would also take words from Mr. Duterte to stop it?
Actually, he has always attempted to take back things that he have said already. But I can surmise that it would have been better if he had not, said those words at all. Because it gives mixed signals. Even if he takes back his word, it gives mixed signals on the intent of, on the intent of why he said them.
Mabawi siya.
Of what the president really wants. And this mixed signals is not at all good as far as the implementers of the law are concerned.
I'm going to go to your vice presidency now, and your relationship with the president. You have been charged with sedition.
Sedition.
To overthrow the president.
Yes.
This is unprecedented.
Yes.
Are you being targeted?
If you look at the personalities behind, who is the private, who has accused us of sedition? It is the CIDG of the Philippine National Police. Who is lawyering for the CIDG? It is the Office of the Solicitor General. These are government instrumentalities who have supported such a baseless contempt. Perhaps if I was not the vice president, or perhaps if I was actually very supportive of the president 100%, this kind of case would have been dismissed already.
Anong masasabi niyo doon, mga utol? Na siya'y being targeted, no, politically. Parang gano'n, na gusto siyang maalis sa pwesto. Pero sino nga ba talaga ang gustong magpaalis sa kanino? 'Di ba? Gusto ko malaman ang inyong mga opinion. Kahit ano pa yan, gusto ko malaman ang inyong opinion. Ngayon, ang tanong ko, ito kasi tanong ko dyan, palagi. Kapag may dalawang tumatakbong, sa pamahalaan, ang tinitingnan ko lang sa dalawa, kung magkalaban sa isang posisyon, ang tinitingnan ko lamang dito, kung sino yung nangangako. Kasi hindi naman natin alam kung gagawin nila. Pero pag ang isa dito ay naninira na ng kapwa niya para siya ay manalo, ay ayoko na sa kanya. Automatic yun. Ganon, mga utol. Yun yung isa sa mga pagpili ko. Hindi lamang yun yung basehan ko, ha. Isa yun sa mga pagpili ko. Instead na sabihin mo sa tao na ganito gagawin natin. Ganito gagawin ko sa Pilipinas. Hindi. Etong tao na to, ganito sinasabi. Etong tao na to ay ganyan. Bakit niyan iboboto? Ganyan yan. Masama yan. Ako iboto nyo. Mabuting tao ako. Paano ka naging mabuti kung sinisira mo na yung kapwa mo para lamang ikaw ay manalo? Sige nga. Paano? Tuloy na natin, mga utol. Magkomento lang kayo at pakilike ng video. Tuloy na natin.
In the sense that it is very obvious that this is based on lies. I was looking at the complaint, and my only supposed participation in everything was that I supposedly attended a meeting at the Ateneo de Manila. There was a particular time and place when and where the meeting transpired. And you know, when we reviewed where we were on that particular day, I was in Bulacan. I attended 3 events in Bulacan, and those events were very public. Those were attended by hundreds of people, and media was even there to cover those events. So it would have been physically impossible for me to be there. And CIDG is supposed to be the criminal investigation unit of the PNP. It would have been easiest for them to check whether there was any veracity in the complaint. But they turned out to be the one accusing us. If you look at my co-respondents, these are officials of the Catholic Church. These are members of the opposition. So it's very obvious that we are being targeted.
Ayan, mga utol ha. Pati bilangin nyo yung Well, anyway, sa inyo ko iiwanan yung desisyon. Tama ba na sa aking palagay, sinisiraan niya. Ito yung title Sinisiraan niya si dating President Rodrigo Duterte. Kaya nasabi ni Miss Andrea na gustong-gusto niya maging presidente na mabilisan. Ayaw niya dumaan sa eleksyon, sabi ni Miss Andrea na CEO ng PAGCOR. Ayan, kahit si Pres Duterte hindi nakaligtas sa paninira. Okay, so iiwanan ko sa inyo. Kayo bahalang humusga. I-komento nyo na lang. Paki-like yung video. Anyway, hanggang doon lang muna. Muli ako si Target Achilles in behalf of the Real South Pride Production. Ako'y nagpapasalamat sa inyong walang sawang pagsuporta, mga utol. Kayo mag-iingat. Keep safe. God bless at saludo po ako sa inyong lahat. Maging mapili po tayo. Mapag-obserba lang. Ayos na yan. Salamat po.